everyone, today's story is one of those AITA posts that makes you question why we even lend people money in the first place, because this woman lent her friend $300, and instead of getting her money back, she got something else. Uninvited from the wedding, not for drama, not for a fight, but for budget reasons. Except, the bride wasn't exactly acting like she had a budget problem. Let's get into this. So the original poster, let's call her Emily, explains that she and the bride, whom we'll call Sarah, have been friends for about 7 years. Not best friends, but definitely close enough that when one of them needed something, the other usually stepped in. 2 months before the wedding, Sarah calls Emily in full panic mode, like ugly cry panic, saying the wedding decorator canceled, the venue wants extra money for last-minute adjustments, the bridesmaids' dresses are delayed, and her card is literally declining. Sarah keeps saying, Emily, I don't know what to do. This is supposed to be the happiest moment of my life. So Emily, being a supportive friend, says, okay, breathe. How much do you need right now? Sarah says $300 would fix everything for the week. Emily checks her bank account. She doesn't have a ton to spare, but she can cover it, so she sends the money immediately. No contract, no interest, just trusting her friend. And from that moment, the vibe changed. Not immediately. But like 2 weeks later, Emily starts noticing something weird. She sees Sarah posting on Instagram, new nails, a brand new white robe that says bride in gold, a custom hanger for her wedding dress, matching slippers, a bridal brunch at a rooftop restaurant, all aesthetic, all expensive. Emily is thinking, okay, maybe she's just getting back on track financially. But then she realizes something. Sarah hasn't mentioned the $300, hasn't said thank you again. Hasn't said she'll pay it back, hasn't acknowledged it at all since the day she borrowed it. Then the real chaos begins. Emily gets a message one night from Sarah. The tone is off, very formal, very cold. It says, hey, so we had to make some adjustments to the guest list. Unfortunately, we're cutting a few guests because things got really tight with the budget. I hope you understand. Emily scrolls. No follow-up explanation, no apology, not even a sad emoji. Just straight up, you're cut from the wedding. And here's where it gets worse. Sarah then posts on Facebook, publicly, showing off new centerpieces, upgraded catering, and a champagne wall for a wedding she can't afford. Emily decides she's done being quiet. She messages Sarah privately, something gentle like, hey, I'm confused, and you said the budget is tight but the upgrades look expensive. Is everything okay? Sarah replies instantly, and this time she's annoyed. It's my wedding. I shouldn't have to justify anything. We just made cuts where we had to. Emily asks if she's still planning to pay back the $300. And Sarah says, and I need everyone to sit down for this. I don't want money to ruin our friendship. If you're going to get weird about it, maybe this distance is a good thing. Translation: I'm keeping the money and cutting you off. And now the audience favorite part. When petty people run to their group chat. Sarah goes into a friend group chat with mutual friends and sends this whole dramatic essay about how Emily attacked her during her stressful wedding planning. She leaves out the part that she borrowed money. She leaves out the part that she uninvited Emily. Instead, she paints herself as the overwhelmed bride who is dealing with mean friends who only care about money. Then a couple of flying monkeys, you know the ones, start messaging Emily saying stuff like, it's just $300. It's her big day. Why can't you just support her? Emily drops screenshots. The group goes silent. Fast forward to the wedding day. Emily obviously doesn't go, but she does get updates because a few friends who went sent her pictures. And guess what? There were empty chairs. Not like one or two, like 8. 8 empty chairs she could have sat in. Sarah clearly didn't cut guests because of the budget. She cut them because she didn't want to admit she owed people money. But here's the twist. 2 weeks after the wedding, Sarah reaches out. Not to apologize, not to pay the money, but to ask if Emily can design her thank you cards for free. Emily doesn't even reply. Left her undelivered. And a mutual friend later tells her that Sarah was complaining that Emily is so bitter she hasn't been the same since I stopped spoiling her. Spoiling? With what money? So now Emily is asking Reddit, AITA, for demanding the $300 back, for being upset I got uninvited, or for ignoring her afterward, because Sarah swears Emily ruined the friendship. Personally, If someone borrows money, uses it for luxury, lies about the budget, cuts you out of the wedding, and weaponizes mutual friends, the friendship ended long before the wedding. But I want to know what you think. Drop your judgment. Is Emily the AITA here, or is the bride just another entitled borrower?